Yeah, shout out to everybody who been rocking with us on Monday. Like I said, it's been a great Monday. We got that rolling and going. And then also, we had our first segment, the New York Giants. They're for sale. The Merritt family and the Tisch family, they're trying to sell a minority piece of the team. You don't have a say in any of the operations. They want your money and they want you to be quiet. And you're just there to take photos and sit in some crappy skybox. Then we talked about Justin Tucker. He's got 7 more accusers. I don't know what that's about. And this dude was running around flashing chicks at high-end massage parlors and jizzing all over tables. I don't want to even go there because now people are starting to laugh, and this is serious. This is serious. So after that, we ended up talking about Steve Sarkisian. He got broke off. Texas gave him a lot of money. They gave him a raise last year. They gave him more money this year. This dude is a $12 million guy. Yeah, that dude's a killer. Then we talked about crazy ass Kadarius Toney choking a female out. I don't even want to know why. There is no justification for that whatsoever. That dude, come on, man. Domestic violence, stop it. Stop it. Which brings us back to the world of college football and the Oklahoma Sooners. Now, Oklahoma fans, you can appreciate me because like I said, I'm an honest broker. I told you all you were not going to get Ohio State's defensive coordinator. You all argued with me, talk about wait and see. And shocking, when he went to Penn State, I didn't see anybody show up. I told you Jim Knowles was no way in hell going to Oklahoma. And now, look at you. Exactly. I'm right. I'm always going to be right. Just roll with it when you don't see the vision. We'll get on the other side of the content when we come back from a quick 20 from a rap album. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Bump, bump, bump. It's your boy Big Vern. We pushing another rap album this month. The Mussolini and DJ Skizz. I told you he was going to put another one out. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is going to be Harlem River Drive, featuring Silent Snipers, Gold, featuring Planet Asia and Faye Sean, and then Let 'Em Up, featuring Silent Sniper. The Mussolini and DJ Skizz in stores now. Yeah, shout out to the Moose. I dig the Moose. I think it's dope. So, not gonna hold you. Mr. Ben Arbuckle, he's the new Oklahoma Sooner hire. And like I said, he's a former Washington State Cougar guy. He put up big numbers his last 2 years there. He's been thrust into the pressure cooker of Oklahoma. And this is a crucial year for Brent Venables. So right now, they're allowing him the latitude to bring Oklahoma back to relevance because it couldn't have went any worse in the debut of the SEC than it did last year. And you all know, like I said, I'm an honest broker. When it came to Oklahoma, I expected better. Now, I expected Texas to be where they were. I think one of the biggest pleasant surprises in the SEC to me were the Texas A&M. Texas A&M, the Aggies, they were a complete surprise. And I liked it. Like I said, I knew Elko was going to have the guys charged. He's maybe 1 or 2 plays away from playing in the SEC championship had they not lost to Texas. I like Shane Beamer in South Carolina. Listen, I do this. This is what I do. I love college athletics, basketball, football, pro football, basketball. I'm there for that. But again, I can't look at shit and tell you that it shines. I've just got to be honest with you. But I'm not saying that about Mr. Arbuckle, because I do think that you all have a great offensive coordinator. And I'm not going to kid you. The good people of Oklahoma, they're not going to go for another season that they suffered 2-6 in the conference, 6-7 overall, 5-2 at home, 1-3 on the road. They were only better than Auburn, Kentucky, Mississippi State. Again, that's the bottom of the SEC. Mark Stoops and the dummy bunch, they fell off a cliff. And I knew when I watched Vandergriff and I watched him play, I said, there's not enough in the sample size where that guy's going to turn that program around. What happened? Shocker. I was right. Kentucky beat Ole Miss because Ole Miss wasn't playing anybody. They were running up numbers on nobodies, jabrones. And so when Kentucky played someone who was coherent, they got beat. Handedly. The embarrassing loss started with South Carolina and Lexington, and it preceded itself. Was I wrong? Auburn, everybody came out. They got Cal. They were like, okay, we got the weakest team in the ACC, and we're going to prove our dominance. No, they opened up with a loss. Notre Dame beat LSU. Notre Dame played in the college playoff the finals against Ohio State. So I'm not sitting here saying that he can't turn it around. I'm showing you the company that's at the bottom of the SEC and why I thought Oklahoma was above that. Not only above that, I had them as the 7th best team in the SEC. Arbuckle, he presided over a 2024 Cougars offense that was ranked 12th nationally during the regular season, and is 36.8 points per game, ranked 6th out of 130 FBS teams, and passing touchdowns with 30, 8 yards per pass, 9th in passing efficiency rating, 12th in completions, 14th in points per play, 22nd in total offense, 24th in passing offense, and rushing touchdowns at 27, and turnovers lost is 12, and 31st in interceptions thrown, and 55th in rushing offense. Washington State rushed for 100 yards in 11 games. It's the most since 2005, and 89 yards in the other regular season contests. So to break it down for you, he's really good. And Brent needs somebody like that who can be hands-on on the offense. How will those numbers translate over to the SEC? I don't know. But I'm saying this right now, Sooners, you have a good OC. You have someone who can make you better on the offensive side of the ball. Now, this is going to depend on NIL. You got to go out. You got to get offensive linemen. You got to have people to protect your quarterback. But I believe this is the year that Oklahoma can take that step to getting closer to Texas. If they are able to get closer to Texas in the SEC, I feel like Oklahoma is the 5th best team this year. Now, I will tell you, I was wrong last year. I'm not sitting up here saying, oh, you only boast about getting it right. No, I get it wrong. And sometimes I ask questions. But right now, looking at who you bought in, I'm very confident that you're going to look good next year. And this is very encouraging for the Sooner faithful to get their arms around. What's not to like? What's not to like? Through the 2024 regular season, Washington State quarterback John Mateer was the only QB nationally to register at least 20 passing touchdowns and at least 10 rushing touchdowns. His 15 rushing touchdowns were the second most in Washington history and the most ever by a quarterback, while his 826 rushing yards set a school single-season record by a QB. He led the country in points, responsible for, well, he was ranked 5th nationally in total offense, 7th in yards passing per game, 8th in passing efficiency, 11th in yards per pass, 18th in passing yards per game. He notched the rushing TD and passing TD at 10 and 12, and out of 10 of 12 contests. And he's responsible for at least 5 TDs in 5 games. So if you all are able to have a dual threat quarterback, he is telling you he's only able to exacerbate these numbers. They're going to grow. And this is what that fan base desperately needs. A couple of people at wide, and then you get you a nice serviceable tight end, great hands. You don't really care about the speed. You got a big guy who can take pressure off of your guys when they break the pocket, or you have a running back who is just as versatile and diverse. You got him in the flat, you can dump it off. I mean, I like the pick. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the pick. But hey, look, Oklahoma fans, tell me what you think. This is Big Vern.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's the show. Thank you all for joining us. We had a great time. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button and share the content. This is Big Vern, and we'll see you tomorrow.